Hey everyone, so we're back and playing some Blue Sun. This is Mushin Noshin off the grid, Criticism Grid, 3-card combo. Gonna see if we can pull it off. It's kind of nice because you don't have to care about Ruhr Mill. And Ruhr Mill is like ruining a lot of decks right now that would rely on Caprice or Ash to score. Because if they play Ruhr Mill, you just lose your agenda and you also lose your Caprice or whatever you have. It's pretty miserable. So we're gonna see contract come out as expected. I had high hopes for this paywall. You get a bunch of money off the paywall triggering repeatedly. But instead we're just gonna lose 4 points off the top. So could be better, but these things happen. Now there's only 7 in our deck, so we'll hopefully not draw any more for a little while. Okay. So we'll throw down the DNA tracker. Great new piece of taxing ice. Definitely worth 3 influence, I would say here. If he face checked that, he'd be pretty far back again. Getting his Beth down. And we are hurting right now. Okay, so we do have the option to Mushin our Atlas, put the off the grid out, and hope that he can't make it twice through the Miramati and trash the Crisium grid. If we get some Atlas tokens, we'll be in pretty good shape because then you'll be able to find the rest of your combo pieces from then on. So I think it's probably worth the risk. Now we could wait a turn and play some more ice. And also cover the archives. That could be worth it because I doubt he can beat 2 pieces of ice early on, even if he gets an SMC to beat the Miramati. Hate giving him 5 clicks, but I think it's going to be hard to avoid. I mean, we can just play out the curtain wall somewhere to avoid being at 15. Yeah, let's do that. I don't think we'll need it in the near future. Oh no, actually I counted my money wrong. So we're gonna need to pay 9 to get this going. So with 6 makes 15 for off the grid. We're actually not gonna have enough money to res all our stuff if he comes in with a breaker. So you should have clicked for credit last turn. I think sometimes I play around Beth a little bit too much. Like, it's definitely annoying. Oh, he's going to face check this DNA tracker. Well, that seems good. Can't do anything right. He already used his Hayley trigger. So we're going to get a very good hit here. $6 out of his bank. It's pretty spicy. Pick this up, probably do. Okay, we kind of have a window now, but I want to keep my R&D safe, so let's go hard on the money. Let him have his click. I think next turn we can still Mushin. Bit surprised he face checked that. People usually won't face check at all against Blue Sun because of like Assassins. But Assassin's not that good now. People are playing Link. So maybe he figured there was probably nothing that's going to hurt him too much. All right, let's try it. We were a little bit late and he's able to get his Astrolabe draw, but I think it's all right. not using his ashes. He's kind of keeping them probably for when he's got some breakers. Then he can use them to tick down his contract, do his patron stuff. But now for him, every ice can be a DNA tracker, right? So the breakers come down, which gives him 4 cards to beat HQ. Okay. Let's pick this up before anything bad happens to it. And it's probably 3 advance this turn. Giving us 3 Alice tokens. So now we can Mushin again next turn if we want to, or we can just slam the Oaktown. Or we fetch Oversight, start flipping Curtain Wall, and see if he can break it. He would need like an Atman 10 maybe. Not sure if he can even do anything about it. He's going to come in DNA Tracker again. Well, okay, I'll res for that. 8's still enough to defend our HQ. Getting him to burn his hopper, probably not that consequential. I don't think we have any tracers anymore. I've given up on Caduceus, which for a long time was a stable ice for Wayland. But if people even get like 2 to 3 link, it just becomes this worthless thing. So our sentries now are Cobras because they at least force a breaker to come out for the most part. I feel like I have to leave this here. If we don't leave it here, the contract's gone now, so you have to play a second one. So we need to get our bank in a good place because otherwise we're going to have issues pretty soon. We can flip this one or we can flip this one. I guess I want to flip the Archives one just to deny the Patron. And now I'll think about next turn. I want to do install advance, play off the grid behind this remote. That's pretty secure. Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't think he wants to pay cards to break this Oversight. If he doesn't pay it, we'll have plenty of money to res this curtain if we need to. Maybe he will just draw 3 and run. Ken has. All right. This curtain wall is, or this DNA tracker is doing serious work here. It is taxing him a lot every time. $7 for Gordian Blades, pretty sweet. You may as well break with Faust though if he likes to spend 6 cards. Still got more ashes to pitch if you can find those. Uh-oh, going up to 6 points. So we can Mushin food out this turn if we want. I don't think we can score food now or food later. I think almost food later is the way to go. Well, let's think. He has 5 clicks to get through here, which is 4 cards at a time. 4 cards again. I feel like if we get a Jenna out of our R&D, it maybe is the safest way to go. So let's fetch the food. Let's fetch the Mushin. And we'll do our off-the-grid thing. I'm just getting worried about our R&D now. There's not much in there, but there's a couple. So now there's 3 and 26. He really shouldn't hit here. I think you forgot he has these ashes, because that could have been an easy out of the ashes run, right? Okay, that's fair. You're just gonna dive into R&D and try to get lucky. So he's got 3 shots at 3 shots at 3 and 26. Is that what it is? Can't really afford to trash much, so he's not going to get much deeper. Cool. So I'll leave this down to save a click for later. Gets the food up, and now we need to protect our HQ, right? Going to 12 credits would let us do... Well, I'm also going to play restructure, actually. Or flip the curtain. Flipping the curtain's pretty good. 13, 4, 11. Yeah, this is fine. So what all is in here? Quite a bit. So 6 influence on contracts. You got the Shrike makes 8, Critter makes 10. Could still be a little surprise somewhere waiting for us. So the question for us is, can we keep him from getting 2 new on R&D next turn? I think the answer is we can't. So we definitely need to install advance. We have 1 more click we can use to put a curtain on R&D. He can break the curtain, but it's actually, maybe he can't break it very well. It's going to cost him a lot to do so. I don't know if we can draw enough cards, because he already pitched 2 diesels, and he already used 2 hopper. Oh, he pitched 3 diesel and 2 hopper. So I'm not convinced he's going to be able to get enough cards to go to R&D this turn. So he picks up 2 before his turn B, and he's on 7. It's going to cost him 7 cards to beat that curtain wall. Yeah, that's going to be a bounce. So he can probe HQ. I think he should be probing HQ to try to get rid of this Chrysium, right? Now it's a must break. Oh, can he get enough cards to just come here twice? Maybe he can. Maybe I'm being hasty here. Oh, we can trigger all the ashes, so he's even not going to be click and press that way. Thing is, I could probably lose an R&D fairly soon. I could have put this on HQ, right? And then let R&D have him 2 accesses. Levy. He wants to levy into Diesel or Sports Hopper. Couldn't he have come through, pitched 2 more cards and then levied? He's going to have exactly enough to beat us, isn't he? Wow. 0 credits, 0 cards in hand, and he's going to get it. Good stuff. So I thought he would use these earlier, but it turns out saving them up for a long time let him do a pretty good power turn near the end of the game. Interesting. So what we need to find out now is, would we have actually lost an R&D? We would not have lost an R&D. Actually, R&D was good for a long time. So in hindsight, you want to put the curtain on your HQ, and then he wouldn't be able to run twice that way. I did not think he could run twice anyway with how much he'd spent, but he had the cards he needed. Just squeak through. All right, thanks for watching. So we're gonna probably post videos a bit less often. I'm thinking like 3 or 5 times a week, just to give me a little more time to do other stuff. But a lot of people expressed that they were really missing the videos, so here they are for you, the viewers. Enjoy.